Good morning, ballers. What's up, y'all? 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. on a freaking Friday, man. Ooh, it's a rough one this morning. It is rough this morning. Tough to get going. But we're here. Welcome into Sports with Balls. My name is Jeff Michael. As always, you're locked into Sports with Balls, your morning shot of adrenaline, MLB postseason, NFL chaos. Man, parlay of the day coming up. Lots of stuff, man. Lots of stuff to get to, dude. Welcome into the show, guys. Welcome into October, man. Welcome into October. Is it Friday? Is it, let's see, I forgot. There's something about Halloween falling on a Friday or something like that. 666 years or something. And Christmas is on 25 or 25. I don't know. Something weird like that. But speaking of weird stuff, let's get to our national holidays like we do always. Today is October the 3rd. First one that stands out is Mean Girls Day. And this is funny, though. Check this out. It's Mean Girls Day, October the 3rd, Mean Girls Day, also National Boyfriend Day. How the hell does that work out? National Boyfriend Day, but Mean Girls Day. All right. World Smile Day. Buy British Day. Iraq Independence Day. Kids Music Day, Manufacturing Day. What else we got? National Techies Day. Love me some techies. National Body Language Day. National Wide Awakes Day, which I am not. Have to work on that. What else we got, man? October birthdays. What is it? ASAP Rocky? ASAP Rocky? Isn't he the one that's married to Rihanna, who's now a billionaire, and they have 3 kids together? Good for them. Good for them. Good for him, dude. Talk about leveling up. She is a billionaire, and I want to say she's 32 years old. There you go. All right, it's Mean Girls Day and Boyfriend Day. So that's all I'm locking into. Welcome into the show, guys. Sports with Balls. We've got tons of stuff to go over, man. Let's just jump into it. Today's show brought to you by Ordonez Movers. Guys, if you're looking to make a move, call them ASAP. Whether it's across town or across Texas, Ordonez Movers makes your move smooth and easy. Affordable, professional, reliable, always on time, local, long distance, packing and unpacking, licensed and insured, competitive rates. Call them 713. Oh, hold on. I got to take that down so I can read the number. Dude, I'm telling you guys, I am out of it today. 713-373-1659. It's just this morning, though. It's just this morning. I'll get into it. Call Ordonez Movers, 713-373-1659. Those guys are really good. They've moved a bunch of stuff for me and a bunch of stuff for my friends. Where else we at? Butler CCS, my man over there, West Butler, fire, water, mold, roofing, 713-330-9472. Call West Butler, 713-334-9472. That is fire, water, mold, roofing, you name it. Wes has got you covered. Man, let's get into the baseball, man. Let's get into what happened last night. There was something that has never, ever happened before in MLB history. A pitcher, a rookie Yankees pitcher, shut down the Red Sox. Unbelievable. 12 strikeouts for Cam Schlittler. I don't even know. Cam Schlittler. I think it's Schlittler. Unbelievable pitching performance. I want to say he went 8 innings or 7 2/3, something like that. 12 strikeouts, completely shutting down the Boston Red Sox. Like, it was a display. Good for him. Absolutely good for him. I would say good for the Yankees. I like the Yankees. I'm not completely opposed to the Yankees. Their lineup is pretty good. I don't think that they have what it takes to win the entire thing. But if this kid can throw like that, maybe they have a shot. Yeah, he did. Let's see, went 8 shutout innings, allowed 5 hits, didn't walk a batter, and struck out 12. That is the first time that's been done in MLB history in a postseason game. MLB's so full of stats, it's crazy. That's wild, though. Good for him. Good for that rookie pitcher. I'm rooting for anybody that does good in the postseason, especially rookies. Good for him. Absolutely annihilated the Red Sox, and they are out. Yankees advance. So do the Detroit Tigers. Beat the Cleveland Guardians at home. Detroit wins the series 2-1. They won 6-3. In a pretty good those were good games. The problem I had with those games, and I think everybody did, is that they were just at, like, I think a couple of them were at 11 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. Maybe before that. The Cubs beat the Padres to move on. Good job, Chicago. Look, if you're the MLB, this is fantastic. You had the Dodgers sweeping the Reds 2-0 in a display. In fact, they've got the World Series coming up for them in a second. I'll get into that in a minute. The Dodgers won. The Tigers win. The Cubs win and the Yankees win. If you are MLB, that is pretty much exactly how you wanted it to come out, ratings-wise. There were a couple of bad calls in the San Diego Padres final game there in Game 3, but at the Chicago Cubs. But look, you had plenty of chances in that game. Don't sit here and blame the umps. That is ridiculous. This was Game 3. Come on, man. And I'm all for this new ABS, automatic balls and strikes. It's coming next year. They'll have challenges, but we will have a system in place where we'll get this correct. And I'm all for it. It's not going to take much time. It'll move it to about 99% of the calls will be correct, and that's fine. I like it. Let's go. And this is another point. This is another example to go towards what the MLB wants, right? It was a bad call. So what? You had other opportunities. Let's move on. Saturday, here are the matchups now. Wild card round is over. Cubs at the Brewers at 108. Yankees at the Blue Jays in a fantastic series. This should be fun, guys. This should be a lot of fun. Dodgers at the Phillies. To me, this is the World Series. To me, this is the World Series. I don't know how you look past this series and don't think this is freaking incredible, man. The Phillies have been amazing. Kyle Schwarber in the MVP talks. You've got Shohei Ohtani, who's already hit 2 bombs in the first series. And he will be on the mound. Ohtani is starting the mound versus the Phillies. Starting on the mound versus the Phillies. This is wild. This guy, I don't think we truly appreciate Shohei Ohtani. I don't. He may be the best player that's ever played in the history of baseball. Like in the 20s and 30s and 40s, they got to see Babe Ruth, or teens and 20s and 30s, they got to see Babe Ruth. That was unbelievable. We are witnessing something better than Babe Ruth. That's crazy. We may be this generation. My son watched him hit 2 bombs, and he was just like, this guy's unbelievable. Now he gets to turn around and watch this guy pitch. He's seriously maybe the best baseball player we've ever seen in the history of the game. He will be pitching versus the Phillies in Game 1 in Philadelphia. It doesn't get bigger than this. And if this guy throws, let's say he goes 7 innings and allows 2 runs and they win. That's just, we're witnessing something we've never seen before. This is crazy what Ohtani's doing. Insane what he's doing. So the Dodgers be at the Phillies at 5:30 on check out. It's on TBS, which a lot of people get. Then it's on True TV, and then it's on HBO Max as well. What? All right. Fox Sports 1 will carry the Tigers at the Mariners game, which if you go through the Cubs, Brewers, Yankees, Blue Jays, Dodgers, Phillies, and then Tigers, Mariners, that will be the lowest rated game as far as TV ratings is concerned. They got the Mariners at minus 200 already. It doesn't even show who's pitching, but the Mariners are minus 200 to beat the Tigers. I don't know about that, guys. Slow down. I like the Mariners. I like the Cal Raleigh story. I do. I think Judge is the MVP. We're also witnessing something in New York with Aaron Judge that we've never seen before. The difference is Aaron Judge just doesn't do anything in the playoffs, and Ohtani does everything. There's just a huge difference. To hit 355 like Judge did this year was unbelievable. It was one of the lowest. It was one of the lowest batting averages in MLB history across the board for the entire year. So Aaron Judge hitting 355 with all his walks and everything. Just the guy, that is history as well. The problem is that Aaron Judge is also playing at the same time Shohei Ohtani is playing. So imagine if Aaron Judge was pitching. See, we're used to it with Ohtani. We see it with Ohtani, and we're like, oh, wow, he's just a pitcher too. Imagine if Aaron Judge was pitching as well. That's what we're watching. It's insanity. It's crazy what this guy's doing. Crazy. He'll start game 1. That's all kicking off Saturday at 1 o'clock. They will be back to back games. 108, 308, 538, and 738. My picks. Let's see. Cubs at the Brewers. Peralta is going to start. It's in Milwaukee. I like the Brewers a lot. Give me the Brewers in that game 1. Probably Brewers in the series too. I like that a lot. Yankees at the Blue Jays. Dude, I honestly don't even know. This is a absolute toss-up. I think the Blue Jays have been playing great. This is all. I'll go back to the Aaron Judge thing. This is all about Aaron Judge. This series is all about Aaron Judge, and if the Yankees pitchers can do something. So I like the Blue Jays in this. Dodgers at the Phillies. Give me the Dodgers. I don't know. If the Phillies weren't in the Dodgers' way, I don't know if the Dodgers would lose a baseball game. Their pitching is unreal. Their hitting's phenomenal. This is comparable to the 1912 Yankees or whatever they talk about all the time. These guys, I think the Phillies will scrape 1 or 2 wins in there, but if the Phillies weren't in their way and it was another way to the World Series, the Dodgers may not lose a baseball game. That's how good they are. They are unbelievable. If you're going to knock LA, the only thing that the Dodgers do not have that everybody else in this playoffs may have is a bullpen. The Dodgers bullpen is they're middle of the pack at best, right? So that's the only thing the Dodgers are lacking. But other than that, man, I mean, starting pitching is phenomenal, hitting's phenomenal. I don't see how you beat them. Tigers at the Mariners, and I like Seattle in that series. But be careful. Detroit's pretty good. Detroit may steal game 1 in there. I like Detroit. There you go. There's your MLB playoffs setups. But good job for that rookie for New York. Moving on. Poor Boston. You got absolutely hosed. Let's move on. This section of Sports with Balls brought to you by Hercules Geotechnical Commercial Consultants, guys. This company is amazing. Geotechnical Consultants, residential and commercial. Call Mark Fuentes over there, the soil test guy. www.herculesgeo.com or Mark at herculesgeo.com. 713-884-5504. Building a solid foundation starts with reliable information about the ground beneath you. Whether you're building a home, a highway, or industrial facility, geotechnical testing is the key to ensuring safety, compliance, and efficiency. Give them a shout, guys. Unbelievable. All right. NFL time. Now, you know what? Let's get into college football real fast because there's nothing going on in college football. this weekend. I think there's one game that's meaningful. Tonight, there's a slew of games tonight. If you're looking for, if you're going to gamble, Western Kentucky, Delaware, Charlotte, South Florida, New Mexico to San Jose State, West Virginia, BYU, who's ranked 23rd. The over-under on that game is 45.5. Take the over. Colorado State at San Diego State. In fact, I'm going to write that down real fast for the parlay of the day. BYU over. All right. Colorado State and San Diego State. There's some good games on tonight if you're if you're walking around doing laundry, like I will be doing. There's some good football games. Tomorrow's college football setup is not near what it was last week. Let's just say that. So Texas at Florida, which is interesting. Texas at Florida. Florida's 1-3. Texas 3-1. Only 5.5 point favorites. I think this may be a coming out party for Texas. Give me Texas minus the 5.5 points. They're ranked number 9 in the nation. Their only loss was to the number 1 team in the nation, which may have one of the most historic defenses we've ever seen in the history of college football. Ohio State's defense is flat out the best I've ever seen so far. It is unbelievable the numbers they are putting up. I don't know if they've allowed a touchdown in the red zone. I have to look that up, but I saw something where they haven't even allowed a touchdown in the red zone. It's just they are good. Like, it's just unreal what the Ohio State defense is doing, and Texas almost beat them. Texas had a shot in that game. So Texas at Florida. Texas only minus 5.5. Give me Texas. Texas Tech at the University of Houston. Texas Tech is minus 11.5. I like Houston plus the 11.5 in this game. I also like the over. Take whichever one you want. The over is at 52.5. This should be a fun game. Houston with a massive comeback last week in a great game. Tulsa at Memphis. Memphis is minus 20.5. I'm not going to bet this game. Memphis is 5-0. They're not ranked, which is interesting. Interesting to me. I don't see why they're not. Iowa State at Cincinnati. This Cincinnati is actually favored. Iowa State's 5-0. This is in Cincinnati, so if you want to bet that one, go ahead. And then Clemson at North Carolina. There's only one reason to watch that game. And then there's a ton of just kind of out there games. Vanderbilt at Alabama. Bama's showing some good stuff. That Vanderbilt at Alabama game is pretty interesting. Alabama's minus 11.5. They're ranked 10 in the nation at 3-1. Vanderbilt is 5-0. We'll see. That'll be a good one. And then I think there's one more game on Saturday. There's like 3 games on Saturday that'll be fun. Oh, Miami at Florida State. There you go. Number 3 Miami, who, by the way, could be the best team in the nation. We don't know yet, but they are pretty damn good. They're 4-0. Florida State's 3-1. Miami's favored only by 4.5. This is at Tallahassee, so at Florida State. That'll be a fun game. Other than that, meh. There's not a lot. Mississippi State at Texas A&M. Texas A&M minus 16.5. Maybe take the plus 16.5 with Mississippi State. I wrote down a couple of them right here. I'm going to write down that Mississippi State plus 16.5. That could be a good one. Now, let's move on to the NFL. Did you guys watch the game last night? There's been some good football games. Last night, fantastic football game. Congratulations to my brother for picking the 49ers to win that game. I love the Rams. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl this year. They should have won that game. Keiron Williams with a terrible fumble at the 1-yard line that would have locked that game down. Turnovers, man. Turnovers. Great defense. The 49ers defense played fantastic when they needed to. They win the game 26-23 off a field goal that hit the post in overtime. Good football game. Thank God it did not end in a tie. I did not want to hear it from every other sports channel talking about that they can't stand ties. I get it. Jeez, we understand. Nobody does. But Williams with a late fumble in the fourth quarter that would have locked the game up for them. That basically sealed the deal. They made it to overtime. It was a struggle, but the Rams did get the ball back after San Francisco ran 3 straight running plays right there. They punted at 50. Rams couldn't do anything. They kicked a field goal to tie it up to go to overtime, and San Francisco wins it in overtime. Now, story of the game. Story of the game was Mac Jones. Mac Jones stepping in for a hurt Brock Purdy, who could not go because it was a short week for them. They played on Sunday, got to turn around and play on Thursday. He did not have time to recover. Mac Jones goes 33 for 49, throws 342 yards, average of 7 yards a throw, and 2 touchdowns. That's phenomenal. And playing hurt, too. Good job, Mac Jones. You made yourself some money last night as a viable backup. I'm not saying you're a starting quarterback again. I'm not saying anything like that. But, man, you can step in like that for Brock Purdy. You may have a shot. You may have a shot at starting somewhere again. Mac Jones played fantastic. No rushing touchdowns last night for San Francisco. In fact, McCaffrey only had 57 yards on the ground, only 2.6 for him on average. He did get a receiving touchdown. So did Jake Tongas. Those were the 2 receiving touchdowns. Kendrick Bourne, though, stepping up, man. They had players last night step up. Kendrick Bourne had 10 receptions for 142 yards, 11 targets. That's balling. That's just balling. Good job. On the flip side of that, Matt Stafford had an incredible, almost 400 yards and 3 touchdowns and lost the game. That sucks. With 1 sack, by the way. How the hell do you do that? QB rating of 111. Matt Stafford went off. 30 of 47, 389, 3 touchdowns and 1 sack. And he lost the game. Shit. The Kyron Williams fumble, however you want to pronounce his first name. It was terrible. It was real bad. It was real bad, and it lost them the game. Devontae Adams with a good night, 89 yards. Puka Nacua again, 10 receptions for 85 yards. I believe Puka's on pace for over 2,000 yards this season. Matt Stafford, great job. I don't know. The Rams just need some more defense. Just, you can't throw for 389, 3 touchdowns, and only allow 1 sack and lose the football game. Can't do it. That moves them now to 3-2. San Francisco 49ers are 4-1. I mean, and they're a 4-1 with like an injury-riddled team. This is a good football team. And when they get healthy, watch out. 4-1, and they have gone through some serious injuries so far. So watch out for the San Francisco 49ers. All right, let's get to the other games on Sunday. Texans at the Ravens. Oh, be careful in this game, guys. It is Houston only -2.5. The Ravens absolutely destroy. I understand that Lamar Jackson is injured. I don't know if he's going to play. It looks like he's trending towards not playing. But the Texans defense is pretty damn good, but and the Ravens defense is historically bad. It sets up to where Houston should win this football game, but I would be careful. I'm not touching this game. Next one, Raiders at the Colts. Oh, you know what? We have an 8:30 game tomorrow in London, England. An 8:30 game, Vikings at the Browns. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all of my fans and friends overseas that you have got to watch the Cleveland Browns and Dylan Gabriel make his first start. Now, that will be the only exciting part if you're a fan of the NFL. It just sucks that we sent the Browns to England. Come on, guys, do better. Don't we want to expand this game? Why are the Browns playing in England? That makes 0 sense. Vikings just played over there, or they played in where'd they play last week? The Vikings, are they going to play in America again? Ireland, I think they played. Now they play in London, England. Like, jeez. But they'll take on the Browns. Minnesota minus 3.5. Dylan Gabriel's first start, and that's why I'm not going to touch this game. But it's 8:30 a.m. I like those 8:30 a.m. games because it's something to watch early in the morning. That'll be fun. I guess the question, and here's how bad it is. Here's how bad it is. The question on everybody's mind will Shedeur Sanders enter the game? Dylan Gabriel is the starter, and Joe Flacco now has moved to the backup, and Shedeur is still on the depth chart at number 3. All cameras will be on him because why not? I'm not touching that game. Raiders at the Colts. Indiana minus 6.5. Max Crosby for the Raiders is probably should be in MVP talks. The guy's just a damn game wrecker. He's unbelievable. I'm not touching that one. Giants at the Saints. New Orleans minus 1.5. Give me the Giants. I like the Giants plus the points. Plus 1.5. Cowboys at the Jets. Cowboys minus 2.5. I like Dallas, man. They have no defense, and Justin Fields is pretty good, but Dallas minus 2.5. You know what? I'm not taking that game. That may be sneaky. I'm gonna leave it alone. Broncos at the Eagles in a great football game. Philadelphia minus 3.5. Philadelphia's gotten away with some interesting wins. I mean, and you have to if you want to go undefeated, which I don't think they will. But this is only Philadelphia minus 3.5. Good game there. Dolphins at the Panthers. No, the Dolphins are favored. They're 1-3. The Panthers are 1-3. This is in Carolina. Give me the Panthers plus the points. I don't know why they don't have Tyreek Hill. He's gone. We all saw what happened. So give me the Panthers. Titans at the Cardinals. Arizona minus 7.5. The Titans, I think, are the worst team in the NFL. They're pretty damn bad, dude. It is ugly what's going on in Tennessee. Cardinals, Kyler Murray doing Kyler Murray stuff. 742, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I'm leaving that alone. Buccaneers at the Seahawks. This has Seattle minus 3.5. Give me the Bucks. I like the Bucks to come back and win this game. Bucks plus 3.5. Commanders at the Chargers. Chargers minus 2.5. I don't think that Jaden Daniels is going to play. If that's the case, the Chargers should take this game pretty easily. Patriots at the Bills, the night game on Sunday night. Buffalo, this is in Buffalo. It's minus 7.5. Josh Allen about to be at 1,000 yards passing already. They're a good football team. Man, those guys. But again with Buffalo, can Josh Allen win the big game? They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to be a Super Bowl favorite. Are you going to get there, Josh? Are you going to actually get there? Maybe this is his year. Maybe this is Josh Allen's year. All right. Tonight, BYU over. Here's my picks for the weekend. Tonight, BYU over. Texas minus 5.5 on Saturday. Also on Saturday, you can take Houston plus the 11.5 or the over in that game. That's Houston, Texas Tech. Mississippi State plus 16.5 at A&M. Moving on to Sunday, I like the Giants plus 1.5, the Panthers plus 1.5, and the Bucks plus 3.5. Or take money lines on those, whichever one you want. All right, guys, I got to get out of here and go to work. I'm Jeff Michael. This is Sports with Ball. See you next weekend, or see you next week, and have a good weekend.